out to when I fought. And Mike's like, what song do you want to come out to? And I'm like, for a speaking gig? Like, what the heck is that about? And when I fought, my name was Erik Charles, long story, but I was doing boxing and MMA at the time, and those two things didn't really, they didn't play well together. So when I did boxing, I was Erik Russell, and when I did MMA, I was Erik Charles. And I ended up doing more MMA than I ended up doing boxing, and so that's where I went with it. So when I wrote the book, I'm like, okay, now I'm really going to blow people's mind because I'm going to put my full name on it and really freak them out. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate this opportunity. Man, I feel like there's a lot of hard acts to follow, especially like you're making me sick with these people. This is their first time speaking, and I'm like, God, my first time was real bad. So this would probably look like my first time speaking, but we'll do our best. Today I'm going to focus on, or in this particular moment, I'm going to focus on something where I see the biggest hole in the game. And the reason why I want to focus on that, number one, because it is something that is a big hole for a lot of people. And the other reason is because it's something that if you fix it, if you could get more of your leads to show up, you will increase your membership sales 2x, 5x, 10x. And that's because we do good face-to-face. A lot of times we do really good face-to-face. Where we drop the ball is that lead and taking them to an opportunity. They're not an opportunity until they actually get to our studio, our fitness center, or they get face-to-face with us. So I'm going to focus on those things. I've seen the biggest pop when I work with clients on those things, and I know that a lot of them are in Mike's team. They provide a lot of leads, and sometimes it's like, holy cow, how do I get these people in? You know, and so we're going to focus on that today. A little quick thing about who I am. So I've been in this business for 29 years. Yes, like I started in the womb. Just kidding. My adopted father owned a gym, and I started working there. I've done every job. She was talking about cleaning the bathrooms. That's what I started doing. Cleaning the bathrooms, mopping mats, doing all that good stuff. Got into the sales part of it. Was program director, salesperson, owner, coach. So I've done every job from start to finish, and I fell in love with this industry, and I've never left it since. This is something where Mike was talking about earlier in sales. There's levels, kind of, right? In sales, there's the science of sales, where you're understanding, you know, you're getting like the general knowledge kind of stuff, like the Grant Cardones of the world are going to teach you general sales knowledge. Or you can get into specific programs like his automotive stuff, which is very specific. The art is when you take that general science, so to speak, and then you make it specific. And you add your little flavor to it. And that's really why I came up with the title of the book, The Art of Selling Memberships. And the ironic part about me actually becoming an author is that I failed English twice in high school. And it held me back from actually publishing this book for a lot of years. And I just didn't see myself as an author. But everybody that I trained at my gyms became a great salesperson. It didn't matter whether they were introverts, extroverts, it didn't matter. They became a great salesperson because there was a process that they could follow, and it was a process that didn't require pressure, it didn't require convincing. It was all about really finding out why that person was there, why they were interested in talking to you, and then showing them how we could help them. And so it seemed like just a natural thing. So my wife said, just write the book. You know, I'm sick of hearing about how you could write a book. Write it and put it out there. And so I put it out there, the thing went #1, not just a best-selling book, it actually went #1, 3 categories in the US, Australia, Germany, all over the place. And I'm like, oh, thank you. And the email started flowing. Your grammar sucks. But the content of it resonated with a lot of people. Because how many of us actually enjoy helping people, but don't enjoy convincing them that we can help them? Raise your hand if that's you, right? We want them to come in and be convinced. Well, I'm here to tell you they are convinced. Because if they weren't, they would have never called you. What's happening is, we're screwing up something along the way. I want to fix that for you today. Kind of an interesting thing about me. I grew up very poor. 6 brothers, 4 sisters. I've had to earn my own income since I was 11 years old. And I hustled. I sold everything. Gum in school, with the exception of drugs. You would think I was a drug dealer the way that some of these, some of my school officials treated me when they saw the money I was making actually selling gum. I was probably beating the drug dealers actually at that. So, one other quick thing, real quick. The slides themselves. I'm going to cover things quickly, especially when it comes to the scripts. I'm going to give you the actual scripts. You can get all of my slides. All you have to do is text GSDCon to that phone number. You'll get every one of my slides, including the script. So we're going to go over real quick. So, with all that being said, one thing that you're going to find out about me is I have nerded out on this process so hard, you will probably find nobody who knows more about the little intricate things as it relates to selling memberships, and not just how to position it, but why one sentence will change the outcome of somebody booking an appointment with you. One sentence will change whether they're going to pick up their phone after you left them a voicemail. One of the biggest questions I get is, what do you say in a voicemail? And I'm going to give you the exact script to use for that. So, with that being said, I'm also going to hook you up with I have a sales training library that's online, and I want to do something crazy for the audience today, do something really out there a little bit to show my appreciation and to really offer something valuable to you guys. I'm going to show you a way that you can get my online library absolutely free. Go to my website, you will see that's $4,000. You could buy it before I get to the offer if you'd like to, but I suggest you hold off until we talk a little bit. So my promise to you today is I'm going to show you exactly how to do this, exactly how to double your membership sales 90 days or less. And I have some proof to back this up. I didn't just pull these numbers and say, oh, this sounds really cool. You know, a number with an X next to it. Mike Wickware, Woodward, Oklahoma, he doubled his sales in 3 months. Jesse Briggs, El Paso, Texas, doubled his sales in 90 days. 30 days. This guy's actually right here from Arizona. In 30 days, they doubled their closing percentages using the same process. As a matter of fact, I have another client that's here today, David. He's from Bakersfield, California. Every month, this guy's calling me. We beat our best month ever. We beat our best month. He did it this month. And I'm like, David, I appreciate hearing this, but it's like, every month you're telling me this. And he said, no, but you don't understand. We beat January's numbers this month. And I was like, holy cow, you guys know what January's like, right? He did that in May. So the process works. Now, the results are not typical. How many times have we heard this? The results are not typical. And the reason why they're not typical is because we come to training events and we don't apply it. That's the difference. If you apply things, you will get those results. My daughter, my youngest daughter, she is a chef. She's 16 years old. She started cooking when she was 11, professionally, like selling these things. And she has a simple thing when she started. She would look up what's called the recipe. Like, holy cow, what an amazing concept. Look up the recipe, apply it, you come up with the same result. You have to apply it, okay? So I'm going to show you exactly what's working for me and my clients. One of the things that I use to get results, and I'm going to be real quick with this because we already covered this a little bit, is I think about what it would be like if I did apply it, if I did get those results. What would my life be like? I picture myself in that position. I remember thinking to myself, yeah, what would it be like to earn $1 million? Then I accomplished the goal, and I'm like, oh, it's a little different than what I thought it would be. You know, like Biggie says, more money, more problems. Yeah, it's true. So, what would it be like for you to be able to double your sales? Think about this. These are the things that are going to get you to take action on what I'm going to share with you today. To never have to worry about whether an incoming lead is bad or good. And I've got a pet peeve about the bad and good leads, and we're gonna talk about that. But what would it be like if you triple or quadrupled your sales and you had no extra expense to it? You just had a process for doing that. Would it make a difference? Probably would, right? If you could double, triple your sales, I hope that would make a difference. Okay, so we're going to cover basically 3 things: how to turn bad leads into great leads. I'm going to show you 3 ways to double and triple your prospect show-up rate. I'm going to show you the exact script to close appointments with no pressure and no convincing. Now, I'm asking you this question: what is your definition of a bad lead? Not because I want an answer, but because I want you to think of the answer. And here's the thing. Bad lead is a mindset. So if you could come up with a definition for a bad lead, you're already starting off in a self-defeating position. Our job is to take a person that's interested and continue them down the process of becoming a member. They've already kind of convinced themselves that they need help and that you can help them. So we just got to continue that process. And I'm going to share an example with you as it relates to bad leads. So my man Patrick, I hope I don't embarrass you with this one, but I don't care if I do anyway. So Patrick is one of my students. Great guy, love the guy. And there was a time when I remember we go over leads. We go, so what happened with this one? What happened with this one? What happened with these 3? Well, those are bad leads. I'm like, oh, how so? Well, they called up and they wanted kickboxing, and we don't offer that. I said, oh, okay. Well, let me ask you something. Why did they want kickboxing? I don't know. What do you mean you don't? Well, I hung up on them. We don't offer kickboxing. I said, oh, okay. Well, let me ask you something. What would be the worst lead in the world that would call me? Like, they call me for something completely different than what we offer. What would it be? Like, give me the most random thing that you can think of. Jazzercise. You know what's funny? It's one of the salespeople that was on that call said dance. And I said, dude, give me something hard. Okay? Dance is a physical activity. I'm going to crush that one. Give me something hard. So you see Patrick, he's got like this little smirk on his face. You see a little twinkle in his eye. He's like, horseback riding. I go, okay. I think you got me, don't you? And I said, okay, let me ask you something, sir. You say you want to do some horseback riding. Great. Have you ever done horseback riding before? No, never tried it before, but I want to try it out. Okay, awesome. Well, why exactly do you want to try it out? Well, I heard it's a good stress reliever. This is what we call check in chess, right? Check, and then there's checkmate. We're going to check. He still might have a way to wiggle out, but I'm getting him. Because can we relieve stress? Is that the reason why he's calling, or is it because of horseback riding? He's never done horseback riding. He's calling because he wants to relieve some stress, right? So, you want to relieve some stress. Why exactly, what are you doing that's causing all the stress? Oh, I work a sales job. Oh, okay, I get that, for sure. So, you work a sales job, you got a lot of stress going on, and you need an activity that's going to relieve some of that stress. He says, yeah, absolutely. I said, well, can I make a recommendation to you? He said, yeah, that's why I called. Okay, great. In order to get the full benefits of horseback riding, we're going to need some kind of level of physical conditioning. You've never done it before. right? Now, are you currently doing any kind of physical conditioning on any kind of workout program? How do I know the answer is going to be no? Because he's stressing out. If he was doing that, there would be no stress, right? We know that. They get a good workout. Now, if he says yes, well, obviously the workout he's doing is not really effective. So guess what, Patrick? I got this friend. His name's Erik. And he's available tonight at 6:30 or tomorrow at 6:30. And he can help you out with that program so that when you do actually go ahead and move forward with that horseback riding that you'd like to do, you'll be ready to do it, and you'll get the most benefit out of it. Now, you see what I did there? You take what they are interested in, what they actually called you about, you find out why they did that. Then you recommend the program. They're not the expert, you are. So they shouldn't be calling you and saying, hey, I want to do Tuesdays, Thursdays, this, and this. Now, you never disagree. That's not what I'm getting at. That's great. But let me ask some questions about why they think that, and I'm going to recommend something that's going to work a little bit better. Okay? But the bottom line is, that is not a bad lead either. Now, would I really, somebody called about horseback riding, would I really pivot them over to a fitness membership? Absolutely 100% yes. Kidding me? What I do and what we do makes people look better. What we sell helps people feel better. What we sell builds confidence. What we sell helps raise self-esteem. What we sell helps relationships. Right? F. Tony Robbins will come see me. I'm just kidding, Tony Robbins. I love you. But the bottom line is, we change lives, so I will do everything in my power to get anybody into a program. I've had waitresses come train at my gym who are bad leads. They didn't even raise their hand saying they were interested, let alone call me on the phone or submit a form online. So I want you to understand, keep the mindset that there is no such thing as a bad lead. I got to find the reason why they called and convert them along. And I do that by asking why. Why are they interested in losing weight? Why are they interested in this particular activity? Why? Okay? Very, very important to understand that why and get that why so that we can move them along in the process. Now let's talk about how we double, triple our show-up rates, because this is key. Getting people to show up is super important. I call them my BFs. The first BF is be first. Right? We're talking about answer the phone quickly. 900% increase in getting in contact with them, or I forget what the stat was. Something crazy. Right? But be first. The importance of quick follow-up is grossly underestimated in our industry. We think because somebody's interested, they're going to be interested tomorrow too. As soon as they submit a lead, as soon as they call you and they say they're interested, their interest goes down. One of the reasons why it goes down is because they feel like they've actually done something. They actually submitted a form on your website, and now they've done something, and it becomes less important to them. They're hoping you don't get back to them quickly, right? And here's some actual statistics to back this up. There was a study done by Velocify, the company's name Velocify, and it was a sales optimization study, and it showed that if you get back to somebody within 15 to 20 minutes, they are 3 times more likely to make an in-person visit. 3 times more likely to show up just by getting back to them quickly. Right? Remember, you're competing not with other gyms. I should say not just with other gyms, just with other studios, just with other trainers. You're competing with, who's the dude that's got the hip-hop abs that does the... Yeah, you got the Sean T's, you see the late night commercial, you see him, I want the abs, like, problem solved, $20. You now go way down on a totem pole in terms of their interest level, right? You're competing with that. You're competing with life. I got a flat tire, I need new tires, there's no way I can do this now. We've got to get back to them quickly. And that is why you'll see, if I get back to them quickly, your show-up rate in and of itself will improve dramatically. The second BF is be frequent. Be frequent. Lack of urgency to get back to them is one of the biggest mistakes that we make. We talked about it a little bit. And this kind of goes along with the little bit of the be first one. The first business that actually makes contact, it's the same study, the first business that actually makes contact is 50% of that business in the marketplace. Again, you were the first solution. And when they find a solution, guess what happens? Let's say you're looking for an apartment and you find one. You're done. You could have submitted 20 applications, but those other 19, done. Not interested anymore. Because you got a solution, right? So be frequent. Now let's talk about that plan. Exactly what is this follow-up plan, the frequency plan? We send one email. Immediately, as soon as somebody submits anything, there's an email. Now, if they're calling you on the phone, different story. You answer the phone, right? This is if a lead comes in. Email goes out right away. There are 3 phone calls every day. Sounds like a lot. It's not. And I'll explain that in a second. They get 1 voicemail, because it would be major annoying to leave like 9 voicemails in 3 days for something, right? And they also get 1 text. Now, the phone calls, if you do not get a hold of them, it's going to take you approximately 1.5 minutes to leave this message. To go back and follow up with them later, it's going to take you about 7 seconds per lead. So if you have 50 leads, it's going to take you about 30 minutes that day if you get a hold of nobody. I always got somebody that goes, yeah, but what if I get a hold of everybody? Yeah. Thank you. That's the point, right? So let's talk about this voicemail. This is the voicemail script. Hi, prospect's name. This is Erik. I'm calling from GST Fitness. I'm calling to chat about your interest in training with us. Give me a call back at when you get the message. If I don't hear from you, don't worry about it. I'll call you later. Now, there's a sentence in here that if we change it, we'll determine whether they're going to answer our call the next time we call. And it's, if I don't hear from you, don't worry about it. If I don't tell them that after I told them to call me, what happens when they see the number and they didn't call me? Guilt. They're going to be like, oh shit, I'm not talking to her. She told me to call her back and I didn't. I'm an a-hole. Decline. But if you say, don't worry about it, I'm going to call you later, it's all good. Now they go, oh, that's the one. Let me grab that. And the other thing that it's doing is that you're telling them, look, I'm going to call you again. So pick up the phone. Right? I'm going to do it again. That's the script we want to use because that's the one that's going to work for you. They're not going to feel guilty about taking your call if they don't call you back now. And let's be honest, you leave a voicemail, how many people have just jumped right up and go, oh my God, I better call her back. Very rarely happens anyway. Now you're letting them off the hook, and they feel good about answering your call. Again, you're positioning it different. Right? Mike talked about that a little bit earlier. Sales is really about, how do I position this so that it actually sounds like a good thing? Or it sounds like what it is. Okay? Now, here's the script we use to close appointments. So the first thing that we've got to understand about this is the third BF is be their friend. Be friends with them. Okay, what is a friend? They listen. You got a problem? You go talk to a friend, they go, you know, I'm struggling, man. I'm struggling to pay my bills and all that stuff. Oh, man, it's cool. I got a Ferrari. I got a house on the lake. You're like, I hate this guy. Right? But you got that friend that says, oh man, I understand, that sucks. And they're not even helping you, they're just listening. That's a friend. Right? They offer encouragement. You can do this, man, you'll get this turned around, don't worry about it. They didn't even give you any real advice. Right? And a good friend reassures. And I kind of did that one as well. Okay? But we've got to be their friend. A lot of times people call, oh, we're good at this, we've won this award, we've done that, we've done this. You sound like the friend with the Ferrari in the lake house. When the person's struggling with money, they called you with a problem. Okay? So here's how we do this. We question, we listen, we reassure. Nowhere in that formula does it say we talk about how awesome we are. Remember something, they didn't call you because they thought you sucked. They called you probably because they thought you were awesome. So I don't need to remind them. It's a wasted conversation. They already have some idea that we're going to be good. People buy on logic or emotion. What is it? Emotion. If I tell them how great we are, is that logic or emotion? Logic. That's going to back up their decision after they're a member, not before they're a member. Okay? So let's answer the price question because we get that a lot. Hey, how much is it? You know, if you tell them your price, you're a lot more than everyone else. You're definitely more than Sean T's hip-hop abs. Right? And they don't even got to move off their couch. So we tell them the price of the membership depends on the program that they're going to choose. We have quite a few options. And then we get to the questions. Question number one, have you ever trained before, or is this something new? I'm now taking it from telling there's a bunch of options, let me help you with those options. Are you experienced, or are you beginner? What are most people? Beginners. Beginners are afraid. They're like frightened children when they go to bed at night, right? You got to turn the lights on for them. I have to reassure them that being a beginner is cool. If I don't, the chance of them showing up goes down. So we reassure them saying, hey, that's perfectly fine. Look, 99% of the people who start with us are beginners. We're very beginner friendly. Everything will be all right. Oh man, that's cool. Because they're envisioning those bunch of big tough guys in there, and they're going to show up looking like the little weakling or whatever their goal is. Next question, what's your goal? What are you looking to accomplish with your training? What are you looking to get out of this? Whatever their goal is, we reassure them. That's great. Most, all, some, I don't care what it is, it needs to be true. Most of the people who train here have similar goals, so guess what? You're going to fit right in. It's going to be like family here. Oh my God, this place is awesome. I didn't go, this place is awesome. They did. They're thinking this. They're getting excited about showing up now. Right? Explain how their first workout is going to go. They need a visual of this. Sorry. Oh, I went way the hell back. Sorry. We want to explain how their first workout is going to go so they have a visual of it. We don't want to leave things to their imagination. What's going to happen is you get a chance to get a free workout with no obligation. You get a chance to see if you like it. We get a chance to kind of see what program makes the most sense. Does that sound cool?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. Now I'm going to ask, do you work days or nights? Because I want to know, one, if they got a job, without asking them, yo, you got a job or what? Right? Oh, I'm not working right now. Well, how are you going to pay for membership if you want to do this? Well, I'm independently wealthy. Okay, we can book appointments. All right? The other thing is schedule, right? Okay, great. We have tonight, tomorrow. 2 options. I have tonight, I have tomorrow. Which one you want to do? That's it. They pick one. They don't go yes or no. They pick an option. Okay? And then the last thing, tell them what to expect when they show up. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to come in, I'm going to greet you. I'm going to give you a tour. You're going to see how awesome it is around here. You're going to meet some people. You're going to meet your instructor. And we're going to chat a little bit more about your goals. Okay? Done. That's it. Thank you. I got 1 fan. I won over 1 person out of 100. I appreciate that a lot. right, I'm over time. Let me just tell you real quick on the offer so that you guys can take advantage of this if you'd like to. We've gone over and over the value of daily coaching, and I want to show you how you can actually get the program that I am offering you today. So as I mentioned, I'm giving this program away for everybody who decides to try my new coaching program that I have. But what this program is, this is online, handling every aspect of membership sales. Membership sales, not car sales, not vacuum cleaner sales, but membership sales. There's 25 videos on handling leads. There's 43 videos on the actual process when somebody sits down with you on how to take them from an opportunity to becoming a member. Again, I go over the objections that you're going to hear. There's only 4 of them. If you don't know those 4 right now, you're at a disadvantage sales-wise. You need to know what those 4 are. There's only 4. Getting a commitment, there's 9 of those. How do we actually get them to give us their credit card, their checking account? How do we structure that? How do we take that opportunity and actually make it a sale where they give up their money? And then closing techniques for people who are a little hesitant. Mike talked about thinking about it. I'm competitive as well. I got a great way to overcome thinking about it. And I know Mike would love it. We'll save that for maybe another video or something. It's a little different than how he positioned it. I don't hang up the phone. I don't let people go on thinking about it. I'm going to get them to think about it right now and get the sale. Okay? So we go over that stuff. And the last is nonstop and never-ending referrals. How do we get more of them? Okay? All of that I'm giving away free because basically it's what I call a bribe. I want you to try my new coaching program that I just launched. This program is what we call Critical Mass Monthly. It's an ongoing way that I can personally help you grow your membership sales, help with any sales challenges that you have, and help you make more money. So here's what this program is. Daily email, phone training from an AOSM, RSL membership certified US-based sales trainer. You will have somebody that you can call and go, hey, I got this question, I got this issue. How do I handle it? And they're going to answer you. They're going to help you. Twice a month, you're going to work with me. I personally am going to coach you on the sales process, on challenges that you're dealing with. You also get the sales library and all the downloads. There's certificates. There's all kinds of stuff. Like Dave, Dave, his guys have to actually print out the certificate. Salespeople have to print out the certificate and show him that they actually passed all the courses. But you're going to get your questions answered. I'm going to help you with overcoming objections, review and tweak your sales process. And we do all of it together, and we do it live. This is not recorded stuff. This is live. You get a live person daily you can contact, and then you get me twice a month. There's some bonuses attached to it. The other thing is any future courses is also included with that. The only other way you could get this is if you were part of my personal Inner Circle program. That's $19,000 a year. So this program, you're probably wondering, how much is it? Well, you get everything that I mentioned, and the price is $197 a month. For this group, I know that's a ridiculous price because think about it, how many members would you actually need to get to pay for this whole program for a whole year? Right? 2, 3, 4, I don't know. Not a lot. Okay, so consider it. If you got the slides, there's a little link that you can also click to take advantage of it. I also have some books, so anybody that does do the program, that's another thing. I will send your staff all of books and everything that you need as far as that's concerned. And that's it. So, sellingmemberships.com/crazy offer. I got creative with the name. If you'd like to take advantage, if you'd like for me to continue to train you, please take advantage of that. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you, guys. Thanks for not giving me the hook.
No, you know what? You were selling, so I'm going to let that go.